So it is now Tuesday, but I want to talk about the trade I did yesterday on MRNA on this day right here. I actually lost a lot on the front side. I was shorting the red to green move, MRNA, and I went and flipped long and for a nice recovery. But let me tell you right now, like that squeeze was not fun. I started some small size and added to full size around 47.50s. You know, because it's one of those stocks that tend to pop and then just sell off, and that's why I scaled so aggressively so quickly. And you can see I took a fat loss right here when I covered for a loss, and that was not fun, right? But you know, right away, if you look at this 5-minute chart, 3-minute chart, the volume was kind of like the telltale, and we went red to green. And that later on, that's where I flipped long. But, you know, I will admit, when I flip long right away, the size is not going to be as big as the short down here. So I took a fat loss on the short and slowly adding in long. And that's where I made the losses back. And at the end of the day, I ended up, you know, small green on this name, but it was not fun. That's all I can say. It was not fun shorting the front side. I was wrong almost right away. I covered, yes, but you know, almost should have covered even faster around this 47.50s area when volume was extremely strong. We're holding about red to green and the momentum was clearly to the upside. But I'm happy that I was able to take the loss and kind of stop out and flip long, and then went long here and then sold into this, sold out the rest, and for like one last scalp. I'm happy about that, but after this squeeze so early on, and that's the first trade I did on the week, I was honestly kind of like flustered, and you know, I was a little bit shell-shocked. So that's why I didn't record the video yesterday. I just kind of needed to reflect and rewatch some of the replays and reanalyze the price action. But at the end of the day, you know, still small green on this name, but I was down huge at the beginning of the day, and that was the first trade on the day too. So definitely kind of, you know, didn't set off my mindset right for the Monday. So that's why I stopped trading pretty early on yesterday just to reset. Okay, so that's the trade MRNA on Monday. So coming in today, I traded this so much better, which we'll talk about in just a second, but I want to talk about my loser today first. It was Beyond Meat. And it's kind of similar to my loss on MRNA yesterday, but except for this one, I scaled a lot less aggressively than MRNA. This one I was scaling in small pieces. So at the end, when I cut, it wasn't full size. So that's why, you know, it was okay. And then, you know, I ended up really should have, you know, flipped short up here, or, you know, at the breakdown of the $88 area, which was my plan. And we had a nice sell-off after SPY rejected. But this is a loss on the day. Now let's talk about a few other pretty good trades. APDN starting some shorts and shorted the pop towards 650s at the market open, covered most into here around $6, nice 50 cents a share. And when it starts holding $6, so we're not breaking down any further, that's why I got stopped out the rest of the smaller piece. The other trade, Roku, was another good one. Roku, I had some long trades and short trades on this. So the first long trade is longing the red to green move, right? So very similar to the trade on MRNA on Monday, the red to green move, and then I flipped short because, you know, unlike MRNA, the market today on Tuesday was kind of rolling over, and Roku, the daily and also the volume was telling me that's gonna sell off. So went long up here and flipped short. You know, I wish I can say, you know, I held the majority for this flush, but I had tiny size after this. I covered almost everything up here just because it seems like we're holding up to VWAP a little bit too well. So I had one small piece left and reshorted on this bounce and covered into here. And you can see I tried the tiny more reshort down here, and then I come back to short Roku again during power hour, and didn't work out. So that's where I gave back some at the end of the day. But overall, very nice cleaner trades, long on the front side and shorting the breakdown with the market. The trade of the day today was definitely MRNA. So I had a few tiny long scalps here, But after seeing that we're breaking down VWAP and really heavy, and you can see, we did not hold Monday's highs. So if we had held it and, started making higher lows, then that would have been more bullish. But you can see we failed this 54.80s level pretty quickly. And that's where I started, after this tiny scalp low, that's where I started scaling in short. We had a very nice bounce off the previous day close, also the red to green retest, and that's where I scaled back in short. Had a really nice flush down. And, I'm not gonna say I knew it was gonna go all the way down to 44 from 53. I didn't know that. I thought, it was already pretty good around $50. So I covered a majority into $50. I still held some, and you can see I re-added back, chased a little bit here, but leaving a lot of room because you can see the selling volume was extremely heavy. All the people who got, all the loans who got in here and with the short squeeze, they're taking profit and dumping their position today. So reshorted here, and I was all out at this point. Went back in for a few more reshorts, and this stock gave us some very nice range. So, reshort around 47.50s, covered here into 46.20s. That's, a little bit more than $1 a share. Up here as well, didn't do as well, and I came back near the end of the day, got chopped up a little bit trying to reshort it, but got the final push towards red to green move, and had a nice little 51.50s average and covered into 50s. So overall, this was the very nice trade on the day. Lots of range, lots of volatility, and a lot of follow through, and tons of areas for you to add back in and reshort. So, this is definitely the play of the week so far. And this other play, WATT WATT, I definitely could have played it better on the long side, but I don't know if you guys remember, but this stock WATT back in, I guess, 2015 and 2016, it was heavily pumped by, I'm not gonna name the person's name here, but it was heavily pumped by that person. And I was back then in 2015, I lost a lot on this stock. So I haven't seen it this high for a long time, $3, $4. That could be why I'm still scared of this stock, and that's why, you can see I scalped it for like what, 20 cents. But there was other easier and cleaner trades to play, definitely on MRNA and Roku, and that's why I don't regret not trading this better and taking more advantage of it. Had a terrible trading day, not P&L wise, but trading motion and discipline wise, just purely horrible. It's a red day for me, but I'm not as upset about the actual amount lost. It's only a couple $100, it's fine, but I'm really upset about how I traded. I planned out the trade on Snapchat and for everyone in my Discord chat, and also people who get my daily pre-market watch list, but it worked out well for most people that I talked to, but it didn't work out well for me because I didn't follow my own plan that I created. And that's just kind of against my number one rule in trading. Always plan my trades. I did that, but I didn't follow my plan. So it's not gonna work out unless you plan your trades and you trade your plan. And I just did terrible execution on this. So the key level on Snapchat was this 1520s area, and then after a breakout above pre-market highs, it should be a no-brainer long. But my first trade on the stock was a short. Terrible executions. Definitely overtraded. I did go back in and started buying the dips finally up here and sold some into the push. But I kept on flipping long and short on this trade, and instead of just joining the trend, I was kind of fighting it too hard. There shouldn't be any short after we break above this pre-market highs and then making a new high on the daily. So no excuses, just terrible trading at my part. And this should have been a bigger loss, to be honest. So usually the past few times when I traded like this, the losses were triple, quadruple the amount that I had lost today. I do feel like I kind of got bailed out today, and that's not a good thing, because when you trade terribly, you don't want to end up okay, right? So I'm gonna be, watch my size and be very careful tomorrow, but this is just terrible trading. So on this stock, I'm red on the day from this stock. The other stock I traded a lot cleaner, and this one was just no headache, textbook pre-market high retest push and fail setup short. Got some very nice sizes on 340s, covered some into here. Missed the ad here because I was waiting for this $3 whole dollar mark to scale in short on the re-ad, but I added some more on the spike, a lot smaller size, since I didn't know how hard it can fade, and it did end up fading all the way down to $2, but I didn't know that, right? So I had some short here, covered most, re-added, and all out here. So this trade was a lot more straightforward than my Snapchat trade, obviously, but I'm still very disappointed on my own trading today. There always seems to be some correlation between my emotional and my mental health in real life and how I perform in my trading. And today was not a good day, and it's definitely a reflection from my own real life, my relationships, my personal life, and today was just not a good day, and I kind of let my life outside of trading affect my trading discipline and trading performance today. So definitely a lot to reflect on and think about this, and the fact is that this happened right after a very nice day yesterday from my shorts on MRNA. The fact that this happened right after a pretty good day, and it's also notable. And something that I want to keep in mind of and kind of be more aware of that tomorrow and Friday. So today I came back. I knew I was struggling a lot yesterday with my performance, my mental side of trading. So today I actually sized down a lot. And it's one of those days where, singles added up. So I ended up the day pretty well, and just taking some very simple textbook trades. I was really patient for the most part with my entries, but of course, as you can see, I took profit too soon on this. But I'm just aiming for base hits today. That's why I was quick to take the profit. IMMU, they had some FDA news. The stock gapped up to all-time highs, and this is where we had some profit-taking event. I think we've seen a lot of biotechs do this in the last few months, and that's why once we break down this key level of 2830s, and we have a lot more room to go down to all the way to 2550, except I covered everything at 2750 when the low of the day was at 26s. Can't catch everything. You can see I scaled in some, covered some just in case we start to reclaim and push. But after that rejection, added back to full size and covered here and covered the rest here. A nice, just little 50 cents, nothing huge, but pretty much stress-free. The other one that added up really nicely on the day is CHK. This one didn't hit my radar until midday when it started squeezing from 25 all the way to 31. There was actually some routing problems with the shorts. Located some shorts but couldn't get filled on ARCA, so I had to try a bunch of different routes. By the end, I found one that allowed me to fill. By that time, I could only fill small size, so only got filled a couple hundred shares. So it's one of those parabolic short setups. And shorted here into the unhold, we opened up, gapping down, covered some, re-added some into here, and then added some more on the pushes, and then covering into the VWAP retest. Didn't want to outstay my welcome, but you can see again, left a lot more to the downside. But just taking base hits, they add up even with small size. Couple hundred shares, with this kind of drop from 28.90 all the way to 28 and later on 27, 26.80s, it adds up even with small couple hundred share sizes. So nice little win on the day. The last one is Roku. So this one I did well on the first trade, but the second trade, I was overly patient. I had this is just a breakout momentum trade. I didn't hold all the way up there. It would have been nice. You can see daily breakout. I went back in to long the dip. Since I have a very small size, because I cut my size today, I was trying to, willing to let it work and see if we retest the day's highs. And we didn't. We touched 28 and really quickly rejected. And this is where I got stopped out. Gave back some small profits from the initial trade. Ended up being a small win on the day. But again, it's very much stress-free. I just wanted to hit singles today. I'm not looking to, make home runs. And, small wins, base hits, they do add up on a day like today. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.